first myth. When fake Metal Tails flies, he will fall down to the ground extremely fast. So after a couple of years, Tails has finally been given the ability to fly in the game. Doesn't matter what level he is, if you tap the A button, he will fly. Look at that. We've been asking for this feature for years. So what happens if you swap over to fake Metal Tails? Well, we're gonna see if he can fly. He didn't fly there, but how about this? And look at that. He descends really fast. Here, how about we go off this rail and try it out? Look at that. And he flies down extremely quickly. Due to the fact that he's metal, it kind of makes sense that he falls down to the ground quickly. That's another case of the devs paying a lot of attention to detail. It looks like that myth is confirmed. Here's the next myth. In the racing world, Big the Cat is floating outside of space. If you're a fan of the Sonic franchise, you would know that one of the most popular running gags with Sonic Team is that they like to hide Big the Cat in random locations. Being that the Sonic Speed Simulator developers are huge Sonic fans, of course they had to get in on this running joke, and they sometimes have him hidden somewhere too. After the racing world was revamped, it's been said that you can find Big the Cat if you search hard enough, so let's go take a look. The first thing we'll do is head into the racing world. If you didn't know, you can just walk right up to it and sneak right in. The next step is to search around here for Big. I'm not really sure where he would be, but we're gonna have to keep looking. This is a very small area, so he can't be that far. If you look outside, you will see that we are in space, but what happens if you look up top of the racing world? What is that up there? It's none other than Big the Cat. He is indeed floating in the air in the new racing world, so the myth is confirmed. Here's the next myth. The secret golden statue in Diamond Terminal has been removed. So it looks like Diamond Terminal is back for a limited time for this season. This was a classic world from Sonic Speed Simulator 1.0, but it has a couple of secrets. In particular, there's a secret golden Sonic statue hidden in this world. The golden Sonic statues are like a hallmark staple of the Sonic Speed Simulator community. So can you still find this secret golden Sonic statue? Some of you may not even know that it exists, so let's go find it if it's still there. First things first, we gotta run through this world. As a matter of fact, we need to find this little area right here underwater. Let's see. Is this it? This is it. Yep, you can still clip through that wall. And there it is, guys. The golden Sonic statue is still alive and well. It's good that they didn't take that out of the game. That's really cool. It looks like that myth is busted. Here's the next myth. Super characters can fly in the brand new lobby hub. So some of you may or may not have caught this. In the last update, they added a brand new lobby hub, which basically has everything that you could need, such as the race shop, all the skins that are for sale, fast friend evolution, fusion machines, upgrades, a character mastery machine, whatever the current event is, pretty much everything. But can super characters fly in here? Well, let's test it out. Let's swap over to Super Sonic. There he is in all of his glory. Now let's fly. And wait, why can't he fly in here? Wait, what? This man cannot fly. Like, for what? But it looks like that myth is busted. You cannot access the original Lost Valley race in Sonic Speed Simulator. So when the game first came out, there weren't a lot of racetracks, one of which was a Lost Valley themed one. Surely after this game was updated, there's no way to re-access this track, right? Well, what happens if we go into Lost Valley Classic? And while we're in Lost Valley Classic, what happens if we get on our tornado? We're flying, right? We're flying in the air. Surely something good's gonna happen if we can make it out of here. As a matter of fact, I think I see something off to the distance there. Let's see how high we can go. I think, all right, is that enough? Is that enough air to make it down here? Yeah, it is, bro. Yeah, we made it out. And just like that, if you guys notice, we are at the original Lost Valley racetrack from Sonic Speed Simulator 1.0. How cool is that? The myth that you cannot make it to the original Lost Valley racetrack from Sonic Speed Simulator 1.0 is busted. Here's the next myth. Aviator Tails now wears glasses when riding on the tornado. Aviator Tails is somewhat of an OG skin. He was first introduced back in 2022. Back when Tornado Assault was originally introduced into the game, that's when this skin was added. But now they've potentially added some changes to it. So now that we have the skin, let's go ahead and throw on our tornado. Now that we're on the tornado, he wears his goggles now, so that's a nice little change that they added into the game. Definitely cool. The myth is confirmed. Here's the next myth. Aviator Tails is faster than normal characters on the tornado. So being that Aviator Tails is a pilot, he may have a secret when going on the tornado. First thing we'll do is switch over to, we'll pick a Tails, any Tails. Let's go with Mechanic Tails. Let's take out the Chrome Tornado and let's hop on and let's see what happens. If anyone can fly faster, it would be Tails. So his top speed is 205. So how fast can Aviator Tails go on the tornado? Swap back over. There he is. Let's pop on the Chrome Tornado and let's see How fast is his top speed? Oh yeah, 246. So the other one was 205. This one's 246. It looks like this one is faster. Let's just be sure. Let's swap over to another skin. Race suit, classic tails. Just to confirm and be sure. You want to make sure we're as diligent as possible. Yeah, 205. So it looks like that myth is actually confirmed. Here's the next myth. Rider's Tails now has a triple jump. So we just got Extreme Rider's Tails added to the game, and he has a cool little secret. If you look at this skin, he now has a triple jump. Look at that. So he can like fly twice in midair. The reason why is because most rider skins have a double jump in the game. It's just like a thing that they gave them. I don't know why, but it's pretty cool. So now that Rider's Tails and Extreme Rider's Tails are in the game, let's see if the original has been updated. So we're going to swap over to Rider's Tails. We are going to jump. Okay, he just did a homing attack. We're going to jump up. Try to jump again, and for some reason the original Rider's Tails does not have a double jump, which means he does not have technically a triple jump because it's a flight now. The myth is busted. All right, here's the next myth. You can no longer access Metal Harbor from City Escape. So about a year ago, when City Escape was first introduced into Sonic Speed Simulator, if you go up on top of this building right here, you would see that Metal Harbor was off into the distance. For whatever reason, from my understanding, it has since been removed. As a matter of fact, if you glitch out of the map, you were able to actually go there, and there was collision on Metal Harbor. So the question is, now that the brand new Metal Harbor action racetrack is in the game, has it been added back into City Escape? Well, let's put it to the test. And now that we've made it to City Escape, I kind of forgot how to escape the map, so I kind of have to figure that out. There's some type of alleyway, I believe, that has access to how we can escape the map. I just don't remember where it is. Is it over here? Oh, I found it, I think. Yeah, okay. So this will bring us under the map, and where do we go now? We're like kind of floating around here. Oh no, I'm dead. No! No, 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 no! All right, so we have to go into this little corner right here. And now we're under the map. And I believe the location may have changed. It doesn't look to be where it used to be. All right, so what do we have over here? What is this? What is this? This is a boat. Nah, like, look, this is a part of Metal Harbor. But I can't. How do I get up there? Okay, all right, we made it on. This is certainly a piece of the fleet, but it's not the whole place. Okay, so what about in its old location? I mean, I guess that kind of counts. As a matter of fact, it looks like this ship is... Oh, yeah, this ship is moving. So I guess it just kind of like does like a little circle around the map. Well, that's interesting. I don't know if this counts as Metal Harbor. I mean, it's part of the fleet, but it's not the Metal Harbor. So it's like... semi-true, semi-confirmed, semi-busted. I don't know. All tail skins will cancel their flight animations underwater. What better of a place to test this out than a world full of water? So we went back to no place. We got tails, and let's fly. Let's see what happens. He's flying, he's flying. He goes underwater, and going underwater cancels his flight animation. But we do have to try the fake metal tail skin. Now that we're fake metal tails, it's time to walk the plank. Here we go. We're walking the plank. We are flying, and no, he maintains that animation the entire time. So it looks like there's one tail skin that won't cancel their flight animation underwater. So the myth is busted. Collecting 5 dumbbells will make tails fall like fake metal tails. So when we first went into City Escape, we had to pick up dumbbells, and we learned that individual skins have different effects depending on how many dumbbells they're carrying. So if we collect 5 dumbbells, surely tails will fall like fake metal tails, right? Well, let's try it out. We got 5 right here. Let's I mean, clearly you can see that he's slower. He's not going full speed. But let's try flying. And surprisingly, it's not affected. I thought it would be. It looks like that myth is busted. Here's the next myth. Tails cannot fly during the Eggman boss battle. So the Eggman boss battle is very interesting to test out for some of these skins. If we load up his tails in this boss battle, let's see if we can fly. Okay, well, I got frozen, but let's see. Let's see. Okay. Can we fly? Oh, no, he does like a flight cancel animation in here. That's interesting. So, yeah, looks like Tails cannot fly in the Eggman boss battle. The myth is confirmed. Here's the next myth. In Sonic Speed Simulator, the Earth is still flat. If you've watched the Mythbuster series over the years, you will know that the tinfoil hats are correct, and the Earth is, in fact, flat in Sonic Speed Simulator. In the new racing world, you will notice that the Earth is just beneath our reach, but honestly, it's kind of hard to tell whether or not it's flat. As a matter of fact, from my point of view, it looks perfectly round, so we're going to have to go all the way out there to see if it's still flat. All right, we're on the side, and it's kind of hard to tell as to whether or not it's flat. It's starting to look a little flat over here, but I'm really not 100% sure. Kind of getting over to the side, and oh, Oh, the tinfoil hats were right once again. The Earth, as you guys can see right here, this doesn't look very spherical to me. It looks pretty flat. So it looks like that myth is confirmed.